I've tried them both, and Meta's new Quest 3 is no Apple Vision Pro, at least when it comes to presenting a hyper-realistic mixed reality experience that overlays virtual objects onto the real world while preventing you from bumping into the furniture. And at $500 versus $3,500 for Apple's still unreleased headset, that's perfectly fine. The fact is that the Quest 3's biggest selling point, its color pass-through cameras, are good enough to wow even jaded VR veterans like myself. While wearing it, I didn't forget that I had a headset on, but I could read the time on my watch, I could mostly read text on my phone, and I could otherwise interact with the real world. One downside is that the Quest 3 is more expensive than its predecessors. It starts at $500 and quickly adds up once you get extra storage and the fancy extra head strap you can buy with it. The Quest 2 launched back in 2020 at $300. So this is a bit of a sizable jump, but you could also say it costs the same as a PlayStation 5, and since both of these are primarily going to be used as gaming machines, that's a pretty apt comparison. Besides being a little bit smaller and better balanced on your head, the Quest 3 has a faster processor than its predecessor, it's got more RAM, and it's got a higher per-eye resolution. Individually, these may not seem like big differences, but put them all together and you get an experience that's faster, smoother, just feels snappier than the Quest 2, especially if you're using one and then you switch to the other and you do a side-by-side comparison. It's not earth-shattering, but you really can tell. The real star for me right now is First Encounters. It's a free app that comes with the Quest 3, and it shows off this mixed reality stuff where it scans the room around you. You can see this happening in color, even detects where, walls and furniture and couches are, and then it has fuzzy little aliens break through your actual walls and your actual ceiling, and you get to shoot them and run around. And it's not the deepest game of all time, but everyone I've seen who tried it has had a fantastic time with it. And it's a great way to show off what mixed reality can do. And that's important because there are not a lot of other really good mixed reality apps available in the Quest ecosystem right now, and it may take some time to get those because, kind of like Apple's App Store, the Quest Store is a walled garden, and there's a lot of really expensive apps on there, although there are a lot of free demos there too, so you can really click around and find some cool stuff to try out. Really, some of the most fun I had on the Quest 3 was doing the setup process, where it scans the room around you and sets up the boundaries. You used to have to take the controller and kind of paint your boundary around you. Now you get an automated version of that, which you can adjust if you want to. It's really a big improvement, and I like going into different rooms and seeing how the Quest 3 reads the room around me. A lot of these features have been available in more expensive headsets, like let's say the $1,000 plus Quest Pro, and of course they'll be in the Apple Vision Pro, but this is the first time we're seeing a lot of this stuff in something as inexpensive as the Quest 3. The real question is, should you go out and buy one? If you have a Quest 2, I wouldn't say it's a must-have upgrade, although you can tell the difference. If you have something older like a Quest 1 or something like the old Oculus Rift, well then you'll be really amazed what this little wireless headset can do. And finally, if you're looking for the perfect gaming hardware holiday gift, there's no new Nintendo Switch coming out this year. I can't think of anything else comparable, so this for $500 might be the best game in town.